So as today we will start the pair of linear equations, two variables, part one. Its definition is a pair of linear equation in two variables. Actually, this is just from the name you can see that linear equations means the equations which has the variable of power one. Linear means power one. So x, y, z also, but here we have two variables. So that means the equations in which the power of x and y is 1, it should not be like x square plus 2y is equal to 3. It is not linear equation. It's not a linear equation because the power of x is 2. It's not a linear equation. So in linear equation means the power of the variable should be 1. Must be 1. And two variables we have, so x and y. Can be y, z, but only two variables. And two equations means pair. Always we will be given two equations now, and this two equations together we can say this is the system of, we can call it as the system of linear equation, system of simultaneous linear equation, system of 2b, we can write also system of two simultaneous linear equations. These equations are being solved by different methods. You will solve to find the values, and so the whatever the values will come, that will be the solution. What will be the solution of this pair? Suppose this is a pair that is given here. Here, a pair of values of x which will satisfy these two equations. So we can say a solution of a pair of linear equations or system of linear equations, a pair of values of x and y, values of the variables x and y means you will solve and get the values of x and y which is satisfying each of the equation. That value obviously when we are using that, so we will get the values of x and y which is satisfying each one of the equations in the system, which is satisfying each one of the equations. Each equation, it will satisfy each one of the equations and is called these values x and y making a pair, that is called a solution of the system, called a solution of the system. Okay, got it? For example, again, if we have given suppose x plus y is equal to 1, this is an equation. Another equation is 2x minus 3y is equal to 7. Okay, and we check here. We will study later on about how to solve, but if we have shown that x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 is a solution. Is x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1 a solution? Of this pair of equations. What we will do, we will put x and y both, and if we get answer if it satisfies the equation, you are changing the equation here. If 3x minus 2y, the question is 3x minus 2y is equal to 4 and 2x plus y is equal to 5. So we have given x is equal to 2. We will put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. In this first equation first we will put in the first equation. Then in the second equation, if it is satisfying, then it is a solution. If it is not satisfying, it is not a solution. So 3 into 2, x is equal to what? 2 and y is equal to 1. Minus 2 into 1 is equal to 4. 3 to the 6 minus 2. So 4 is equal to 4. So first equation satisfies the values. Second equation, 1 y is equal, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So it is also satisfied. So therefore, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 is a solution. Okay. So it is satisfying always. Okay. Then one more thing, whether this system is consistent or inconsistent. There are two types of systems, consistent system or inconsistent system of linear pair of equations. In inconsistent system means sometimes they don't have solution. Sometimes these equations are not having solution, we cannot solve. So if it is solvable, then it is called consistent system. Consistent system of linear pair of equations. So if it has solution, if the pair of linear equations, pair of linear equations pair of linear equations has at least, it can have more solutions also, it has at least one, can have infinite solutions also, at least one solution. If it has one solution, at least one solution. It can have infinite solutions also, at least one solution. It can have infinite solutions also. In case of infinite also, it is called consistent system of equations. It is called consistent system of equations. An inconsistent system of equation means which has no solution. If the system of equation has no solution, then it's called inconsistent system of equation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Inconsistent system of equation. In short, if it has no solution. No solution. Why it has one solution, no solution? That concept is we can see from the graph. Actually, when two linear equations, you are drawing the two linear equations on a graph, always linear equation is represented by a straight line. Always. In a graph, when you draw the graph of any equation which is linear in x, in y, or in two variables, three variables, it will represent a straight line. Okay. So if you have two lines, you have two equations. You have given the two equations in the standard form. Generally, we used to write the equations as first equation, suppose a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. This is equation number 1. And second equation, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. This is your second equation. Okay. If you draw these two lines, so there are only three possible cases. This is y-axis and this is your x-axis. X, x dash and y, y dash. And this is your origin. When you draw two straight lines, so there are three possible cases. One case, they can be intersecting lines. Suppose one line is here, another line can intersect it. So these are called intersecting lines. What? They are called intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So they are intersecting at what? At how many points? Only one point. They are intersecting at one point P. And whatever its coordinate, that will be its solution. So it has only one solution. The intersecting lines will have a unique solution. Only one solution. Unique means one. Unique solution. So if two lines are intersecting each other, they will intersect at one point. Wherever the lines intersect, that point gives the solution actually. If you draw the perpendicular from this point on x-axis and from this point on y-axis, so these distances means this is the value of x. Suppose this is x1 and this is y1. So its coordinates will be x1, y1. x1, y1 is the solution of these two lines. Suppose this line is a1 x plus b1 y plus c1 is equal to 0, and equation of this line is a2x plus c2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Got it? So this is the first case. Case number 1, when the lines are intersecting. So when the lines are intersecting, they will have a unique solution. These are called consistent system of equation. These are consistent system of equation because it has solution. So consistent system of equations. So have a unique solution when they are intersecting line. Second case, they can intersect on each other, means they can be coincident lines, means both the lines are same, both the lines are means same on the graph. For example, coincident means one line will overlap the other line. Suppose if you are drawing a graph of one line Suppose the graph of one line is this one. This is the graph of one line. Okay, and it's suppose its equation is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Then you can draw another line. You can have the another line which is coincide on this line, means like this. You can see this yellow color line. This is coincident on this line. It's same line. It will represent the same line. Okay. So it is difficult. We can draw only one line. In this case, we will draw only one line. But here we have a facility to show both the lines, but they are coincident. So this yellow color line having a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So these are called coincident lines. So in this case, at how many points they are intersecting? Can you tell me? Here they are intersecting at one point. And coincident lines, these are called coincident lines. Coincident lines. So coincident lines intersect at how many points? Can you tell me? Someone? Coincident lines intersecting to each other means they are cutting to each other at how many points?
Sir, 1 point? No, like the whole point.
1 point. This is 1 point here. Here it is 1 point.
All the points?
Here it is 1 point. Here.
Sir,
Here how
All
many finite
sir, I
points?
forgot.
infinite
Uh,
points. Okay.
Infinite
Sir, I
points.
forgot. Sir,
Yeah,
sir, I
coincident
forgot
line.
the. Sir, I
Coincident
forgot
line.
the equation of.
Coincident lines intersect at infinite point, because how many points they are intersecting? They are intersecting so many small points we cannot count. So infinite points, but they are intersecting. Okay, these are also intersecting, but they are intersecting at infinite points. So this is also comes in the consistent. This is second type. Here also it is called consistent system of equations. This is also called what? Consistent system of equations, because it has solution, whether we can find out or not, because infinite points we cannot find out the solution. And the third one, understood?
Sir, it has no solution, right?
Yes, sir.
No, it has a solution, but infinite solutions. It has infinite solutions. It
Because
is
it does
called,
not meet. Because it meets. It has the same line, so it has an infinite solution.
yes, it has infinite solutions. This system has infinite number of solutions. So infinite things we cannot find out. Only we can say that it has infinite solution. We cannot find out the solution. Here we can find the solution. In here in this case, we can find the solution. Third one, which what is the possibility of the third? Means two lines can be intersecting, can be coincident, and can be
Parallel.
parallel. Correct. So two lines, if two lines are parallel to each other, suppose this is one line, another line is parallel to this line, like this you can see. Their equations are, suppose this is having equation a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and its equation is a2x plus b2y plus C2 is equal to 0. So here these are called coincident lines. First is intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. Second graph is coincident lines. We are getting coincident lines. And the third graph is, I'll write a parallel lines. Parallel lines. So where they will meet to each other, parallel lines will intersect to each other. Will they intersect to each other?
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.
When they don't intersect, they
That
don't
means
have
no
a
solution.
solution. If they are not intersecting, so parallel lines has a pair of parallel lines. A pair of parallel lines has no solution because they are intersecting lines, so they have no solution. When they have no solution, these are called inconsistent system of equation. So if the lines are parallel, it is inconsistent system of equation. Inconsistent system of equations. Okay. If it has one solution, it is consistent system. An infinite solution, it is consistent system of equations. And if it has no solution, it is inconsistent system of equations. Okay. So parallel lines has no solution. You have to remember no solution, unique solution, and infinitely many solutions. No solution, unique solution, and infinitely many solutions.